Hey, 大家好，我是young. Tonight I thought I would talk about maybe some of the cultural differences between the mixed marriage of an American man, myself, Jianan, and Liu Yong, my wife, on opposite ends of the planet in completely different cultures. And before I go into the differences, maybe I would say something about the similarities. I was amazed that we both have the same exact sense of humor. We love to laugh at the same things. We look at the world the same way, and we look at people the same way. Now, our families are very different, and in some ways, they are alike. I think that a Chinese culture has similarities with Italian culture. I'm born obviously here in America, but my heritage is I am half Italian and I am half Irish. I grew up closer to my Italian family when I was young, and I believe that those are the traits that I can relate to with Chinese traditional families, as far as maybe being a little different than Americans. Italians are very family-oriented, traditional people, and they surround themselves with family, get-togethers, food, and the drama. So it wasn't so shocking for me to meet my in-laws in China and see that there were a lot of similarities. Now, my personal relationship with my wife, obviously there are differences, and it could be personality based as well. I think my wife Liu Yong was raised to think everything through conservatively, deeply, before making any decision, worrying about everything. And I'm the opposite. Yes, it's easy to worry about many, many things, but I try not to allow that to happen. And I always joke with my wife that she's the worry ward, to the point where we will lay in bed at night, ready to go to sleep, and she will go through all of the things that she's worrying about for the day, the week, the month ahead, the whole future. And for me personally, I think that is an unhealthy frame of mind when you're trying to go to sleep, because you're trying to rest your mind and you're trying to peacefully go to sleep. And so many times we have these conversations that begin, and I have to tell her, please, let's talk about it tomorrow.
老公说的我的担忧，我感觉是未雨绸缪，有备无患，防范于未然。比如说你不存钱，万一失业了呢？怎么撑下去呢？大家对我们俩的不同怎么看？在评论中写出你的留言。
Worrying extends to things such as being ridiculously early for punctuality. Like if we are flying somewhere and we are going to the airport, and if it's international, they want you there 3 hours early, and I understand that, yet she would want to be there 5 hours early. And for me, we have a back and forth all the time with what will we do in the airport for all of those hours. Once in a while, she's right if perhaps we get delayed in traffic or something to that effect, and then she couldn't be happier because then she's right.
做任何事情我不早到几个小时我就心里不安，觉得要给自己准备充足的时间，特别是赶飞机，我宁可在飞机场多等几个小时，也不愿意在家焦急的等待。大家可以在评论中写出你是哪种人。
But still, I try not to worry about things. Money, I mean, you can never have enough money for things that you want to do in life, and there's always the concept of gaining more finances as you go through your life. And I'm more of a, it will happen if we do the right things. You don't have to worry about it now. So I've kind of learned a philosophy in life that we only have the moment right now. There's nothing you can do to change the past. The future you have no control over. Yes, you can plan, you can be ready. But when you're doing all that, often you're missing out in the moment. Everything to me is about living life to its fullest, right here, right now, in the moment. We don't even know if we have tomorrow. You can make all those plans, and God forbid something happens and there's no tomorrow. What good was it? Again, the past, we can't change at all. It extends to other things, such as if we're having guests over, worrying so much about, is everything just right with food? Will everybody like it? And again, you have no control over everybody and their likes and dislikes. You cannot be perfect that way. You do your best, but have fun. I find that when you're worrying, you're not really having fun. Your mind is not in the moment, it's somewhere else. So I think that hopefully I've influenced her a little bit to enjoy life in the moment.
老公的这一点我不得不承认，不管我们生活中经历多大的困难，经济上的困难，或者是其他感情上的挫折，他都是一种积极的态度，不用担心，一切都会好起来。在这方面，老公确实对我有很大的影响，就是活在当下，享受现在这一刻。
My lifestyle is based very much that way. I work very hard my whole life. I'm retired now, and I'm all about getting things done, but relaxing and having fun. And so I take her to music festivals, the beach, boating, social events with my friends, things that she would probably never ever be exposed to if she was not married to an American guy. And I have to say, she's very, very open-minded, and she enjoys, especially when I introduce her to American music or Western music, because a lot of it is British as well. And she's always amazed at how, with Western music, that the artists, they write their own music, they write their lyrics, and they sing it. They all encompass talent in one. And from what I understand in China, perhaps it's a little bit different, where maybe somebody else writes the music and a famous singer gets to sing it and become very, very popular. Here, that would have its limitations. It would run out very quickly.
请大家继续关注老公江恩分享的跨国婚姻的文化差异。谢谢大家花时间看我们的视频，下期视频见。